Here I am. I never feel like I'm ready, but I always do it. Just like those pictures. I mean, everyone's got their hair grown out. You have the most exciting hairstyles of all time. Yeah, I got to learn how to recognize the countdowns going, and I need to get my face ready for a picture. But okay, um, let's check in with who you're listening to. You're listening to Mike Dynamic. That's School Us, the album, brought to you by Good Ear Productions. Find a good way to do this. So, number one, School Us album sales. I did sell one. Thank you to Diane. Thank you for that. Hope you enjoy. I haven't been able to ask her how she liked it. I did train someone this week too, but she said she likes hip hop. But she doesn't seem quite ready to take a huge risk. See how good of a trainer, how good of a rapper her trainer is. It's a huge risk to find out. But anyway, so that's good. We'll take the sale, thankfully, for absolutely. And it's kind of a referral because somebody else on my route, a couple blocks away, they knew. Said, "Hey, did you know the mailman does music or something?" Anyway, I just love that. So more of that happens, the better off. My Reclamation music video on hold. And really, what that, and same with You Will Be Glorified, but for sure the video. And I was at church today for a minute while they're getting the worship singing going and everything. That was nice to see. It's nice to whenever you can see just even a couple people. I'm wondering what's going to happen first. We got school's not scheduled to start till Labor Day. Will churches be gathering prior to then? Or will schools start? I imagine churches would be able to get going before schools. But I'll be interested to see, okay, our church is going to be gathering before Labor Day in Washington State. I had heard Oregon sued and they reopened churches there. I haven't heard it happening here for some reason. I would think whatever Oregon's doing, we should be able to do pretty good. I do apologize to the fellow on my route. I need to send him that info because he's got a church on my route. And I want to let him know that things are being done, things can be done. Like I said, they're suing to get that going. So that's what's happening with that song. No exact progress, but let's just hope there's progress being made in the way of church is open. Church is open, that song comes along. YouTube channel. I don't think I mentioned, maybe I did, about editing old material and putting it in 10-minute increments. I was advised by AJ, who I hope to get some of his help. He lives a little further away. He's new to the job, but he's willing to help. So I am thankful for that. I don't know how we can do it, but he's got some good insight when it comes to giving this, making these videos a little more effective. And so what I need is, I guess 10 minutes is the gold standard for these. And I have enough material to do that. That would take some time, but that would be the next step to work on. And don't know if I'll really get into that much, but I at least want to see if I'm capable of it, and if I can do a quick couple things, that'd be nice. My number one video, I mistakenly didn't put the episode number, and it turns out it is a little shorter. So if that says anything, I understand it's not the easiest to just sit there. There's so much content coming at people, and and so they got to decide where to put their limited time, which is a valuable resource, who to dedicate that to, as do I. It's same for me, so I understand it. Number 5 is rules of engagement. I'm really working on, I'll come back to it, but I need to see the music video. So let me hold and I'll tell you about rules of engagement. 6, Bellevue Ballers, coming along strong. I plan on putting a little more time once I get some of the music projects done. The Bellevue Ballers. I just don't know if this is the best way to do this, but number 8, number 7, Battle Hymn of the Parents. So that's coming along kind of, a weird situation, I would say, in terms of how this is going. Someone helping me, but kind of not seeming that interested, possibly, maybe based on some things I do. Anyway, it's some weird quid pro quo, I feel. And really, I just want to help that project out. Phil, who's I talked to yesterday, and just make it happen, but it's not make or break, but we certainly would like to see it through and just be diligent. Number 8, Trump's gonna thump. So I haven't been able to see the video yet, and it turns out it's because it's recorded. Dale recorded on I think a Mac computer, Apple computer instead of PC, and so they're not talking to each other. So I'm gonna see him not this Monday, but next Monday. Go out to his place and see about getting it put on PC directly, or it's just I'm gonna bring my computer and I just got to get it onto my computer. So I haven't still watched it. I've heard it. Sounds good. And number 9, and then that's the rules of engagement. Won't happen until I can see the video and share it with Neil. And number 9 is complete video songs I've done on the YouTube channel musically. So yeah, that'll happen at some point, but and Lewis, thank you, Lewis, who's helping me today with figuring out what my issue is. Oh, that's some good timing. I never replaced the tape. I thought, let's just take a chance. But how nice is that? It happened right when I was done, so I'll take it. That's pretty smooth. I mean, I'd say that's better than anything. It happened right after I finished. What do you know? Okay. So anyway, yeah, thanks, Lewis, for your help. Yeah, he's the one who helped me. And right as I was asking him, I was realizing, yes, I think it's because it's Apple or something like that. So that's why I haven't been able to view it. So that's what's going on. All right. I'll just say, I think it's because of Bellevue Ballers and trying to build a future. I haven't seen what's happening in the news too much, and that's kind of, if you think about the news, it's a drain. It's a looking back. Unless it's on your doorstep, which things can kind of get into your face a little bit, but not necessarily. It depends where you're at. If you're in downtown Seattle, yes, you're affected. But anywhere outside downtown Seattle, you're really not affected in this area of the world. If you want to go to it, go get involved. You can get involved, but if you don't want to, you don't have to even hear about it. Only thing I was thinking is it's kind of interesting that just prior to this, we're all being asked to cover our face, to wear a mask, to the point where it's actually the norm to be covering your face and wearing a mask. How convenient. So that worked out really well for those who would be wanting to cover their face and wear a mask to do any number of violent acts. So if everyone's wearing a mask, it just works out perfect. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. I like that. Should I make a song called Back to the Rhymes? Now's the time. Like an intro song. I thought of doing that. Well, what would that look like? Let me just try something real quick. Back and now, and back to the rhymes. Now it's time. Stop on the dime. Deliver a line. Good enough. Not that inspired. Sorry, but I thought I'd look at it. Okay, so I got 3 more lines. I'm gonna finish the 3 now. Yeah, because I had this song done. So let me finish the 3 lines, and I'll just perform it, basically the whole song, and then we'll move to the next song. I'll move to the next song. So I'm going into a little, so to speak, a little groove on this. So where do we go from here? We're hooked on technology, so they spy. They own it, we consume it. We're hooked on cheap junk. They export it, we consume it. What was the next one I was going to say? I ran out of time. I mean, it's not that hard. Here we go. We're hooked on debt. They loan it. We borrow it. Where do we go from here? Can't say I know, but this much is clear. This much is clear. So I'm rhyming from line 9 down to 16, and I'm in between. I'm put those rhymes in there. Now, no one's going to remember that I said, where do we go from here? And I'm saying, can't say I know this much is clear, but that's what's happened here. All right, so let's do it. I'll do it. And then I'll be done. I'll pay attention to how long the song takes. I deal with the dubious, diabolical. I deal with the diabolical, dubious. Isn't it obvious? Diabolical, isn't it illogical? Dubious, a deal that's dubious. Diabolical, to deal with the diabolical. Dubious, are leaders oblivious? Diabolical, or maybe they're maniacal. Dubious, seems like this topic won't go away. Bear with the enemy stupidity on display. This ain't necessarily have to be this way. Why is all the goodwill going one way? Why ain't it that we can't just say, better do right by the U.S. survey? Because doing right by the U.S. survey is supposed to say, we only look out for self and not others. Isolation is heaven on druthers. We're supposed to join the global community. We all live in one world harmony. Illuminate all nukes, disband our army. Show others the way, show others that we will lead the way, we'll lead with glee. Have you ever seen such tomfoolery? A deal with the dubious, diabolical, a deal with the diabolical. Dubious, isn't it obvious? Diabolical, isn't it illogical? Dubious, a deal that's dubious. Diabolical, to deal with the diabolical. Dubious, are leaders oblivious? Diabolical, or maybe they're maniacal. Dubious, could talk about innumerable things. This topic sure got legs and wings. How big a threat we talking about? Is there a clear and present danger? It's not clear, and that's the danger. These threats are real and not a stranger. On the daily, we give away more and more autonomy in an effort to thrive in our economy. In the end, what's it all worth? How does the story end on this here planet Earth? Have we gone past the point of no return? All we got our sights on is what we can earn. Earn a diploma, earn a living, with thoughts toward all that we given away, far away. But what the hey, a deal with the dope is diabolical, a deal with the diabolical. Dubious, isn't it obvious? Diabolical, isn't it illogical? Dubious, a deal that's dubious. Diabolical, deal with diabolical. Dubious, our leaders oblivious. Diabolical, maybe they're maniacal. Dubious. So really, truly, what is the deal? How much power do they wield? How much power did we yield? How will we ever level the playing field? They're playing with our minds, hearts, and souls to the point where we can't take no more, to the point we'll have nothing left to give away. Complete devastation, destitution on destitution's sake. Where do we go from here? We hooked on technology, so they spy. They own it, we consume it. We're hooked on cheap junk, they export it, we consume it. We're hooked on debt. They loan it, we borrow it. Can I say I know this? Can't say I know this much is clear. It's the deal with the dubious, diabolical. A deal with the diabolical, dubious. Isn't it obvious? Diabolical. Isn't it illogical? Dubious. A deal that's dubious. Diabolical. The deal with diabolical. Dubious, our leaders oblivious, diabolical, maybe they're maniacal, dubious. That's it. That was 4.5 minutes. Straight through lyrics. I guess I could repeat the hook just to let it sink in one more time. I think I might, just to let it, it's nice. Let it ride a little bit. You know, when I'm doing these, I'm not putting in instrumental breaks or anything. I think it's nice to have songs that are long, and that's what we have to some degree here. All right. So what is that song number? Song number, I think that's like song number 6, maybe. I have to think about that. So now we're on the next song. I'll have to check and see what song number. So this song is called Life, Life versus Livelihood. Okay. And I need to try to, I'm gonna put in something here right at the beginning. Good. I better check to see how that's spelled. I just want to check the definition of livelihood. It's pretty obvious what it is, but I just want to see. Because we know I guess we know what the definition of life is to be alive, right? But what is the definition of livelihood? That's what's interesting. Like I said, the shelf life on these songs are, things are always changing, I guess, right? And maybe they stay the same, but, if we're talking about, no one's talking really about, they're talking, it just wears you out, man. I mean, this stuff kind of wears me out too. I'd rather just talk about, what was my little rhyme? Back to the rhymes, now's the time. Yeah, something like that. Back to the rhymes, now's the time. Loosening, no, it's not a dance thing. Back to the rhymes, now's the time. Time to unwind and back to the rhymes. Maybe that'd be the intro. I should do something like that. Let's try it. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Let's say time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. I'll write that down. I might put it in, have a little intro. So since I've come up with it at the end of this back to the rhymes intro. And that I should record, and then I got to figure out a way to put that in there. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind. Aren't we trying to do that a little bit Sunday night? Because it's back to the rhymes. And I could have that as a little, put on the YouTube channel, whatever, intro. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. It's time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. And I'll say times 2. And what you really want is a scratch, some smooth stuff happening, some effects. That'd be the nice intro. We'll start out with the most bare bones, me rapping a cappella. I hadn't thought of that, but that'd be nice for an intro. Because I was thinking of having like a voice person, but really you need music to bring it in, and that'd be nice. So there we go. So now let me get on with this. Livelihood. Means of support, subsistence, sorry. Synonyms, livelihood, living, subsistence, sustenance, same. Maintenance, support, keep. These nouns refer to which provides the necessities of life. Livelihood and living usually specify the occupation, work, and other means by which one earns an income. Subsistence refers to which barely supports life, and sustenance to the means by which one exists on an economic level. They're really breaking it down. Maintenance, support, and keep are usually reckoned as the equivalent in money of what is needed to provide necessities such as food, lodging, and clothing. Support is also applied to one that provides the means for obtaining the necessities of life. That's nice. Really kind of sets it up. Subsistence refers to barely sustenance, means you're, I've heard the survival, stability, significance, success, significance. Okay, the 4 S's. Now, if you look at subsistence, means you're barely surviving. Survival, sustenance means one by which one exists on an, it sounds a little better. Anyway, I'm not getting towards success, but if we're talking about, right, to live, to have life, you need a livelihood. You really can't you can't live without a livelihood, a means to support yourself. Not on this earth. Don't work, you don't eat. So if you take away the ability for people to work, how are you supposed to eat? I mean, I can even go down that. So what I was going to talk about was, the little rhyme I had was, I wish I'm refusing to write stuff down, but I thought I could remember, and I almost did. So it was the virus, and it ends with we eat and dust. But in between was, I can't remember. It was something like, well, let's try it. I'll make it work. The virus. I could say got us off. I wasn't on the bus. I couldn't speak like I was from on the bus. The virus controlling us. This is probably right on. Quite a fuss. Now we dust. I mean, I hear things like it's a setup. If there's a virus or something. I've heard a million different theories, and they could all be right for all I know. But here's what we definitely know. I think there is a virus. There might be a million viruses. Okay, so we can say there's a virus, and we can also say it's controlling us. We can also say it's quite a fuss, and now we can also say not all of us, but many more than before, are eating dust. So, and that's snowballs in a negative fashion. You know, economy is interconnected. So if I call it life versus livelihood, but then I don't say it in the hook, that's fine. Maybe I could say it in the first line. But how do you like that for a little hook? A virus controlling us, quite a fuss, we eating dust. I could say it twice, 3 times. A virus controlling us, quite a fuss, now eating dust. I don't like that. So negative, 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 man. I don't like it. So negative. But my goodness. I have to think if I want to stay in that mode or change it up. Because, I mean, there is, you know, I can't just wave a magic wand and now we're all eating in restaurants and doing what we did and going to games. I can't just, you know, open my eyes and go to the Mariners game tomorrow. I mean, the Mariners would be playing and would have played tonight or Sunday or today. It would have been a day game. You know what I'm saying? It's May 31st. They've been 2/3 of the way through the season. They would have had a day game Sunday. I don't look at the schedule, you know. Just something nice. The Mariners haven't been too good, but it'd be nice to just see them lose or see someone hit a home run or something, make a highlight play. How nice would that be? And that's what I'm saying, man. We can do that. I don't have to be at the game to at least see So make the highlight reel.